Precious people of Ghana, is your Nigerian girl Pleasure bringing you political news in our channel Ghanatube. The former ECG boss, Doblik Mahama, has actually claimed that the missing containers are still in the port. Wow, this is actually a very big information, as people are actually calling out that whoever is in possession or wherever it is being mixing from, they don't want to know. But coming from the former electricity company of Ghana, ECG Managing Director Samuel Doblik Mahama has actually adamantly insisted that the 1,346 contentious containers that were reported missing from the ECG's inventory have not left the Tema port. Speaking in an interview with the TV3 monitored by Ghana Web on Wednesday, April 2nd, 2025, he rejected claims that the containers had vanished and emphasized that the port authorities still have control over them. Honestly, I want to say that I believe strongly that the containers are at the port. There are only two entities that have control of this container. Let's bear in mind that the minister went into the port, restricted the area. Containers have a formula as it's how they have leave the port. They don't actually casually leave the port. The conversation would have been different if we were saying that the containers were in the custody of the ECG and got lost. But that is not the conversation. The conversation is that those containers are at the port, so they are in the custody of the GPHA and Ghana Customs. So what's the fuse all about? His comment follows a report by the Energy Minister's Technical Committee, which disclosed that over 1,300 containers belonging to the ECG could not be accounted for. The missing containers spark worries about potential corruption, smuggling, and poor power supply chain management at the ECG. Doblik Mahama questioned why ECG's container will be put to the auction without the company's knowledge, adding that unpaid duties shouldn't result to convert disposal. ECG hasn't paid its duty, so why auction a container belonging to ECG without notifying the ECG? Because in my candid opinion, that's the only way a container can leave the port, he stated. Asked if he's saying the containers left the port without ECG's knowledge, Doblik Mahama swiftly responded, I will say if they have left, I will be very careful to say that they have left. Containers don't get missing. A container is not like a piece of paper that you will fold and throw away. For international supply chain logistics, a container has a unique number. Meanwhile, the Energy Minister John Napo has announced that his ministry has taken additional steps to cover the whereabouts of the missing electricity company of Ghana, ECG containers. In the interview with the media on Wednesday, April 2nd, the minister disclosed that his office has formally requested the Attorney General to conduct further investigations with the possibility of initiating legal action against those responsible. We have written to the Attorney General to conduct further investigations with the possibility of taking the culprit to court, he stated. Additionally, Mr. Jenepo disclosed that the National Intelligence Bureau has been tasked to carry out a forensic investigation to trace the missing container and establish accountability. To prevent further loss, the minister noted that he has personally written to the National Security Secretariat seeking their assistance in securing the remaining containers to facilitate a proper recollection process. Some containers are still scattered. We need to secure them so that we can put them to work and make proper use while pursue those that cannot be accounted for, he stated. Some of the containers have already been discovered, and some people, including Chinese and Ghanaians, have been arrested over it. And yes, Mahama Doblik has actually called forth, asking why his name will be in the aura, why he was not properly informed or asked anything. According to him, ECG missing containers, the investigation team never contacted me, but my name was mentioned in it. Meanwhile, I have not gone anywhere and won't go anywhere. So what was the rationale behind that? Samuel W. Mahama, the former managing director of ECG, has actually questioned. Please, Rich.
So we mamika say bintia mamika dinti amenam because ECG staff be brain na afremi enta na menam.
Oma friend said we will cry do that to papa to say afro.
Ona on kasa we mind. Yeah. Min ko baby am okrom ha. Mi jae adwuma yi kokonsa bebre ba say wadwane na wayesi no kranya me nim krom ha na me wo. Min ko baby am.
Yes.
Eyaw ana eyawa eha misisia eyedie committee edi ayemi.
Were you spoken to as part of investigations?
Obia frame letter bia mame ho.
Committee now
no. You are saying no. I'm saying that for a fact. Say me wo Ghana kroma.
But the committee spoke to directors.
Yes, of course.
That's and you were not part. Are you sure?
Obia, I am. I am maybe I Busumu ewumu na me mama wu ye 19th April. Me nye mama nka say me mama swear by me mama awaka baby. Mr. Hwe committee bia mfreme. Ka committee ni frame anka unia me yi me yem because Ghana na me be so ye. Me ye adwuma yi for 2 years and 4 months. Me record edaho. The company hasn't seen this kind of growth in 2 years and 4 months.
Yeah, but that record no flies in the face of the revelations
by the committee.
In this
so that is why what were they supposed to do? And are
you sure they said he was not contacted? Almost say contacted directors.
I wasn't.
But the truth of the matter is
but Yabomi didn't report Nina me catch row. Who report? No. Who executive summary? Maybe na can be na majina betra no. Who executive summary? Ya bomi din will report no.
Let's check it. Yeah, but Mabo din will report him in summer. Omo kafa wo hono. Are they not true?
Okay. I'm tempted to respond, but sebi. Na se sisi ana asem na hede a free menu.
Yes.
We are now in the court of public opinion. Because there are very, very, very possible answers to all of this. For sure, you started program you can some time ago me by I'm around them ECG a loss reduction project. Over 6 to 7 companies are setting up factories with Krum Hasi. It was all about the revenue drive. You know also that meters have an expiry date. How can you ask people to manufacture meters and not have the requisite materials to install them? For another key issue that has to I was here and say Nkrofoi setting up sa factory say omo hwe una ni omo akasa and as see my revenue cost and I can say so who say meters and we had an ambitious drive. A very, very ambitious drive. Say he replacing almost 6 million meters. Okay, mass meter replacement. Idea bakwa mechanism management on a situation. Situation be I do baba be two million. And I be and I take it. Situation.
Yes.
Mike Tyson baby say you always have a plan when you enter a ring until you are hit on the nose. Obi abo hini so that. When it started say wasuni na iya basa me body me bisa say sisi me pie free say no be there dey bomb trima and then the committee
no but the committee about a conclusion based on something. Number one, I think we have to take it one after.
Please do well to comment how you see this. Also like, comment, and follow. Put on notification bell so you get all our news one by one. Thanks, my people.